It's Mardi Gras, and we're celebrating in a big way. Oh yes, we have recipes, projects, all kinds of fun facts. So, let the good times roll. It's Mardi Gras on Mondays with Mark. Mardi Gras Day, or Fat Tuesday, always falls on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, and that's the beginning of Lent. And the day immediately before Fat Tuesday, well, that's called Mundi Gras, or Shrove Monday, or even Fat Monday, and it has its own ever-changing customs and celebrations. And you know what? We'll talk a little more about that later. Yes, we will. Welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokeysteveandmarc. Oh, yes, it is. Welcome or welcome back. Oh, it's so nice to see you. And welcome to our Mardi Gras party. Oh, yes. So, yes, today is, well, Mundi Gras. So that's the Monday before Fat Tuesday. And prior to 1987, this day was traditionally a day of rest, because of the preceding last weekend festivities of Mardi Gras, But today, it's just another day of parties and parades and food eating. Yeah, as if the preceding weekend wasn't enough, right? But hey, whatever. And you know what? Today we are going to have a blast. Oh, we have a project and a recipe. We're going to whip something up really good in the kitchen. But what I find interesting is that a lot of people who celebrate Mardi Gras, really all over the world, they tend to think it's just one day, when actually it's regarded as an entire season event called Carnival, right? And, it begins on 12th night, which is actually January the 6th. And then, of course, it ends on Fat Tuesday, and that's the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, which is the beginning of Lent, which gives everybody the opportunity to, repent a little, right? After all that partying. Oh my gosh, here, let me get a little more comfortable here because, yeah, much better. There you are, or maybe I should say, here I am. And you know what? Mardi Gras itself, well, oh my gosh, it can be traced all the way back to medieval Europe. And it wasn't brought over to the United States until about 1699. And then when New Orleans was incorporated into a city, and that would have been about, I think it was 1718, 1713. Wait, I have my notes. I want to make sure I don't tell you wrong, okay? So I was right, 1718. New Orleans was incorporated into a city, and that became the focal point of Mardi Gras, and then it continued to evolve over the years, and it eventually, it was incorporated into the Christian religion and continued to evolve until the massive celebration that we know of today. And certainly, oh my gosh, Mardi Gras is synonymous with parties and food and floats, parades, drinking a little bit, beads, of course. But you know what? There's also a darker and more sinister side to Mardi Gras, or shall we say, a rather spooky side. Mardi Gras might stir up visions of laughter and joy, parades, costumes, beads, and delicious Bavarian cream-filled king cakes. But
there is a darker side to the festive masquerade, where death, ghosts, ritual, and mystery become themes not of Halloween, but of Mardi Gras itself. Imagine seeing a group of maskers parading down your street at 5:30 in the morning on Mardi Gras morning, dressed as skeletons, the leader wearing an antler helmet, all the while loudly exclaiming, "We come to remind you before you die, you better get your life together. Next time you see us, it's too late to cry." The Northside Skull and Bone Gang is a tradition that's been held for over 200 years. Rooted in African spirituality, it's meant to arouse family spirits back from the cemetery to parade alongside their ancestors on Mardi Gras Day. Now, you can witness this uniquely New Orleans Mardi Gras tradition by visiting the Backstreet Cultural Museum on Fat Tuesday morning when they leave for their mission. And you might just hear the sounds of drums beating and the leader shouting, "If you don't live right, the Bone Man is coming for ya." Welcome to St. Louis Cemetery Number 1, New Orleans' oldest grave site. Established by Spanish royal decree in 1789, it remains the oldest cemetery that locals and tourists alike can visit. It's also considered one of the most haunted cemeteries in all of the United States. The burial ground holds over 700 tombs and over 100,000 of the dead, and counting, as it's still an active grave site. For hundreds of years, there have been reports of people having run-ins with ghosts, which call St. Louis Cemetery Number 1 home. One of the most famous ghosts which is seen within the cemetery is that of Marie Laveau, commonly known as the Voodoo Queen. She was born in 1801 and would become the most revered and feared voodoo practitioner in New Orleans history. Her ghost can be seen walking through the cemetery and all over the city, really, especially in front of her home, and visitors have claimed all sorts of paranormal happenings while trying to interact with the Voodoo Queen. Feelings of being touched, becoming unexplainably ill, and hearing voices emanating from inside her tomb have all been reported. One of the most iconic squares in New Orleans is Jackson Square. This square has a gruesome history because it was the location for punishments and executions. It's no wonder that restless spirits have been seen silently walking through the square. Now, between Jackson Square and St. Louis Cathedral, you will find fortune tellers, palm readers, tarot card readers, and voodoo items, especially during Carnival. The New Orleans Pharmacy Museum is a popular attraction indeed. Inside, you can view all sorts of medical contraptions, some looking rather medieval and macabre. Now, what you may or may not see are the ghosts which haunt the museum. One of the ghosts of the museum is said to be a one Dr. Dupas. According to local legend, Dupas impressed shocking experiments on people and performed voodoo rituals right within the property itself. Today, it is said that his ghost haunts the museum after it closes and is responsible for throwing books, moving items that are on display, and triggering the alarm system in the dead of night. Whereas Mardi Gras is certainly a time for fun festivities, you better keep an eye out or your ears open, because you never know what might be lurking right behind you.
So after that, I thought maybe we should lighten things up just a little bit and whip up a sweet treat. Oh yes, and I'm really excited to share this recipe with you. Now, oh my gosh, in years past, we always make a king cake around Mardi Gras time here on the channel. And in years past, we've made the traditional king cake, we've made a hack king cake, we've even made king cake cupcakes. And today, oh yes, we're gonna make a pop-up king cake. Oh yes, so let's get started, shall we? famous king cake. Oh, it's one of the more obscure yet beloved traditions of Mardi Gras. It originated in Europe in the 1800s and then was brought over to the United States, and we're really glad it was, right? Bakers bake a cake known as a king cake, and it was a way of celebrating the arrival of the three kings when they came to visit baby Jesus at Christmas time. And, oh yeah, most king cakes, if you're lucky enough, you may just find a little baby Jesus inside, or a coin. Oh yeah, good luck indeed. As far as the ingredients go, you'll need 2 cans of original cinnamon rolls. That would be the regular ones with the frosting, not the Grands or anything. And any brand will do. This is Walmart's brand. I've never used it before, but gosh, it was half the price, so we're going to give it a shot. In addition to that, you'll need 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of milk, and then in my bowl here, we have 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature. And the first thing we do is, well, we open all those cans of cinnamon rolls up and we separate them. And we save our frosting because we're going to use that later. And then we cut each cinnamon roll into 4 pieces, just like this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, of course. And then we're going to put them all along a greased 9x13 pan of some sort. I'm using my my favorite white one. I love this. I love this pan. I love it. But you're just gonna want to put it all along the bottom of your baking pan. Right, and that is good, just like that. Okay, so now let's make our filling. So I have my bowl here that has our cream cheese in it, and we're gonna add our sugar to it, and then we're gonna mix that up until it's nice and smooth. All right, I think we're pretty smooth there. Okay, and then we're gonna add our eggs and our vanilla. And again, mix it up till it's nice and smooth. All right, perfect. And now, oh yeah, we add our milk. And you guessed it, mix it up till it's nice and smooth. Now what we're gonna do is pour our custard right on top of our cinnamon rolls. Oh my goodness, I know you're gonna think it's too much. It's not. You just wait. This is so good. It is so good. All right, and then, oh yeah, we bake in a 375-degree oven for 30 minutes. Ta-ta! Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we have to let her cool down a little bit before we frost her, but not long, about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? So as you can see, we are frosting our cake with the included frosting with our cinnamon rolls there. And I was worried. I didn't think it'd be enough. Oh, it is. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, and now to make it truly a king's cake, oh yes, we have to add our the colors of Mardi Gras, purple, green, and gold, and I have sanding sugar here, and you know, you can do that any way you want. I think I might do a little over here, maybe a little over there, and then we're gonna finish up. I found these yellow little candies, which I think really add a nice touch to it. I do. Oh. Now I'm in the Mardi Gras mood. Oh yes, there we have it, our pop-up king cake. How about that? Oh my goodness. Definitely my kind of dessert. Oh, for sure. I love desserts like this. This is perfect. Perfect for a dessert, but also really good for breakfast too. And you can change it up too. You could throw in some pecans or walnuts and obviously change the decorating to whatever it is you want to do. I really love this recipe because it's very easy, no fuss, right? And well, it's pretty darn delicious too. So that's our pop-up King's Cake, and what a wonderful addition to the lineup of king cakes that we've made here on the channel in past years, for sure. Oh yeah, and what a wonderful tradition too of Mardi Gras, right? And there's so many traditions. I mean, you can't even count them all. Of course, king cake and parades, but how about those beads? All throwing beads is probably one of the most recognizable activities during Mardi Gras. What's known by locals as throws happen when beads and other trinkets are thrown to the crowd during parades. Now this tradition, well, it started in the early 1900s when a Mardi Gras leader, well, he threw fake gems and fake jewelry out to the crowd in a show of support. And that tradition, well, it's stuck ever since. As a matter of fact, every year, over 25 million beads are thrown to parade goers. A lot of beads, huh? And I just happen to have a little project that, well, involves beads. We're gonna make our own homemade Mardi Gras beads out of pasta, y'all. Oh, it's so fun. And actually, this project is geared towards the kiddos. You know, your kids or your grandkids, oh, they will have a blast making these. And I figure, you know what? It's a great last-minute Mardi Gras activity that will, well, one, keep them busy for a while, but it'll also get them involved in some little way in Mardi Gras, you know, because, you know, I always say it, I love a good party, and I think everybody should be involved in some way or another. And that includes the kiddos. So, you know what? Let's get started. So the first thing we do is, well, paint our pasta. And we're gonna paint those in the traditional colors of Mardi Gras. And that would be gold, or yellow, green, and purple. And as far as pasta goes, well, I just use something like penne or ziti, something just like this. But heck, you could probably use any type of tube pasta at all. So let's get to painting. Ta-da! Okay, there we go. And you know, the exact number you need, of course, will depend on 1, how long you want to make your necklace, and 2, how large your pasta is as well. So our next step, we're going to grab some twine, or yarn works perfectly for this as well. And we're just going to string the pasta through our twine here, okay? But here's a little tip. Take a toothpick or a needle or something and tape it right to your string because it makes it a lot easier to thread these through. Look, you can just go like that. And then just tie the end of it just, you know, loosely. I mean, we're just going to tie it like that just to keep the other ones from falling off, like that, when we string them. You know, because they'll just fall right off if we don't. And then we're just gonna alternate our colors and just make our necklace like this. Oh, this is such a great little, like, you know, TV project. You can watch TV while you're doing this. I love it. Okay, so now we're gonna untie this side, like that. You like those little sound effects? Where the heck did they ever come from? I have no idea. And then we're gonna take that off, and then we're just gonna tie it in a double knot, pretty tight, you know. Oh, let me tell you, when the kiddos make these, oh my gosh, they never take them off. They love it. Like, I don't have kids, but I do have nephews and nieces, and when they were younger, this was a fun little project there. Okay, there we go, nice and tight, and then we'll snip our ends here. Like that, and Pretty cool, huh? Isn't it cute? These are cute. And of course, you can make them as long or as short as you want. You can even make bracelets. Oh, I think this is a fun little project to do. And oh my gosh, making these, it brought back so many memories for me. Do you guys remember, like, in summer camp or maybe even in school making the necklaces with pasta? But I think we used macaroni pasta and we didn't paint them either. It just brought back a lot of memories. What a fun, easy, and no fuss kind of project, right? Aha! Our homemade Mardi Gras beads! Wow! Oh, I just love them. I love them, love them, love them. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a great time tonight. I hope you are too. Are ya? Are ya? Oh, I think you are. Oh, good, good, good. But I'll tell you what. With every big party, oh yeah, there's a big cleanup too. And the cleanup in New Orleans after Mardi Gras, well, I'd say it's pretty, what's the word? Epic, to say the least.
Of course, with every massive party, there's an equally massive cleanup. Since Mardi Gras is the biggest party of the year, it has the biggest cleanup too. In fact, each year, the city of New Orleans shells out almost $2 million on cleanup costs, and most of which goes towards collecting the 25 million beads thrown all around the city, and then, unfortunately, tossing them into landfills. Now, there is a movement underway to mass produce and distribute more environmentally friendly and biodegradable beads, so that's a good thing. But either way, this big cleanup is sure impressive.
Pretty crazy, huh? Oh my gosh. I mean, I'll tell you, it's right up there with New York City after New Year's Eve, I think. It's probably even more. I mean, when you consider that they have to clean up the entire city for Mardi Gras, you know. So, I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting. And speaking of cleanup, oh gosh, I guess I should get to it here too. I know I have a messed up kitchen, let me tell you, and we got streamers and beads everywhere, so yeah, I guess I better get to it. Plus, I don't want to keep you too late. I know it's a party and everything, but, well, you know. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I had a blast, and I really hope that you did too. I think we had a great Mardi Gras 2024. I think so. Definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified when we have a new video out. Check us out over on social media, Facebook, X, and Instagram, and all of our contact info is right below. That's our post office box and our email address. Thank you again, everybody, for spending time with me today. It really does mean the world to me. So, you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Ciao, everybody! Mwah!